Hello there, Scorpio. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 20th through the 26th. This week I am using a different tarot deck. We're using the Nicoletta Caccioli tarot deck. And let's just jump in. So Monday, Scorpio, we have our card showing up. The Death card, the Transition card. This is what we're all about. Being reborn, making those deep transitions. So Monday, I feel like we are starting a new rebirth process. So there's something going on that is changing at a very basic level for us on Monday, being reborn. Basically, it's another core value that we're realizing, hey, this is not so good for me. It's not so productive for me. We're replacing it with one that is better for us. For many people, they would be afraid to make these kind of changes. For us Scorpios, we've gotten to the point now, if we've been on the planet for more than 10 or 15 years, of realizing this is just who we are. We make these changes. If we look back 8 or 20 years from where we are right now to where we were then, we realize that we have changed many, many, many times since then. And so this is really all about a new change for us, a new rebirth for us. Not scared. We're not scared of this. This is the type of thing that we grasp and just move forward with easily. So, yes, probably even excited about it for those of you who are aware of what's going on. Tuesday, what we have coming up is we have the Hierophant. What I'm actually being drawn to is the little E and the 3 at the bottom of this card. You know, those little... How many of you guys remember these types of little toys? They were magnetic. They could stick on the refrigerator and you could use them to make whatever words you wanted. To me, this really talks about, in this case, this talks about childhood, about going back to basics. So I feel like in this new change that we've kicked off on Monday, on Tuesday, we're learning and we're growing with it. We're playing with it. We're exploring. Okay, what does this new change mean for me now? So it's really a fun and exciting day on Tuesday, a day of wonder and of new discovery. I feel like, you know, for a lot of us, we're still doing our same ho-hum stuff that we've been doing every Tuesday for how many years. But at the same time, we've got all of this kind of rolling around in our consciousness, in our awareness. And we're kind of putting this change together with our life, kind of joining it with our life on Tuesday that came in on Monday. Now, Wednesday, Scorpio, we're learning something new. This is the 8 of Discs. This talks about a new skill or a new trade. I don't know that I'm going to say that most of us are in courses or in classes of some kind. I do feel like, though, that we're learning something. So maybe we're doing research on something new, that we're going to be able to use this skill at work or in our lives to better our lives. There's definitely something going on where we are learning something new on Wednesday. Now, Thursday, what we have coming up is basically the Sun card in reverse, although I don't know, I'm going to come up with a new name for this card in this deck. Maybe the Honeycomb card, I don't know. Anyway, it's in reverse, and so this is telling me that on Thursday, I feel like Thursday we are forging ahead in a very independent way. I feel like we are disregarding what other people think about us or our actions or our words and moving forward in spite of other people's opinions and what they have to say about us. It feels to me like we are very determined to move forward on Thursday, and we know that what we're doing is the right thing, even if it's not the popular thing. And so we just keep pushing forward and don't pay any mind to what other people want to say. Or should I say, shove down our throats. Okay, so let's move on. So Friday, what we have is we have the 9 of Discs in reverse. Now this just tells me that on Friday we're realizing that there's something about our life or our lifestyle that we're not completely settled and happy with. And this is, you know, there's always little things that we aren't settled or completely happy with, but this is something that gets our attention on Friday to the point that we start making plans for how can we change this? How can we make this better? So I see that coming in for us on Friday. On Saturday, interestingly enough, this card ties in pretty well with what came up on Thursday, that forging ahead in spite of what other people think. This card is the Strength card, and it really talks about putting aside those doubts, getting rid of those doubts that we have about ourselves, getting rid of that unworthiness feeling that we have about ourselves, and really coming into our own self-confidence, our own self-acceptance, where we look at who we are and we go, you know what? I'm a pretty good person. I might be human and I might have some faults, but that's okay. Overall, I am a pretty good person, and I can always work on the faults. There will be plenty of time for me to make those better, and I can do that. But still, overall, I'm a pretty darn good person. Thank you very much. So it is all about self-acceptance and self-respect and self-confidence on Saturday for us Scorpios. And then on Sunday, we have the Two of Discs in reverse. This is just telling me that we're having a little trouble keeping everything balanced. We've got a lot of stuff going on Sunday. When I see this card in reverse, this is basically saying that if you have any responsibilities for Sunday that can be delegated to someone else, this would be a good time to do that, just to make sure that nothing falls in between the cracks for the day, that everything does get accomplished that you hope to get accomplished on Sunday. So Scorpios, that is our week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, please check out my website. I'm at amista.info, amista.info. Once you're there and you've looked around, feel free to contact me and we can schedule something for you pretty quickly. I normally have a pretty decent wait list, but right now I can probably get you taken care of either the same day or the day after you reach me. So if this is a good time to come in and get a reading quickly. Thank you everybody for stopping by, hanging out with me. I appreciate all the likes and shares so much. And everyone have a great week. I'll see you back here next week. Peace out.